Mini skirt on, dip my body in glitter. Platform sneakers, all the boys want a picture. Two foreign cars, I make rich look richer. Save your breath, baby, I'm not going home with ya. Mini skirt on, dip my body.
Hello. You are now tuned into the A Little Bit A Lot podcast. I'm your host, Kristen, and welcome back to another episode. We are back at it. Okay. Happy New Year, guys. And I thought, what better way to kick off the freaking New Year than with my bestie, Gerald Lee.
Ooh, hey, what up, queen?
Hey.
Hey.
It's always just a good time when I'm talking to my bestie. Like, I just love you. I love you.
No, I love you too. And I'm sorry I got nervous for a second because there is a ticking time bomb in my lap. I'm not sure if we could see. And when I started dancing, she wasn't happy. I felt some claws.
What's your cat's name again?
Her name is Nala Bean $, but I do call her Pearl.
We stand Pearl.
That's my little Pearl.
Yes, for the girlies that are watching on YouTube, we got the cat. Okay, she's iconic. Like, she's the celebrity at this point.
That's my baby. She's iconic. Look, I mean,
oh my god, I didn't know you had the tattoo. I thought you had tattoos on your leg.
It's her.
Oh, I love that. Sweet Pearl.
She sucks though, dude. She's a wretched little rat woman.
Because she's like, hey, if Gerald's my owner, I'm gonna make his life hell.
No, she owns me. She owns me. She woke me up this morning because I slept in. I'm telling you, nearly suffocated me. She said my bowl's empty. In English. In English, by the way. She speaks. No,
she's like Sailor Moon's.
I
just started watching Sailor Moon. Actually.
It's good. It's good stuff. It's good for the nostalgia.
Yeah. Oh, also, I started watching Bob's Burgers.
Slay!
I can't remember if I followed up with you about that.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
I'm on season 3.
Yay.
I'm on season 3 and I've just been really enjoying it. Also, my coworker really loves Bob's Burgers too. So that was like another incentive for me to start watching it.
Aww.
But like also you were mainly the reason. And I needed another show to watch like outside of watching stuff with Juwan.
Right.
But somehow like he watches it with me too. But I like the fact that Bob's Burgers are not a show where you have to watch every single episode to like know what's going on.
Right.
So if I happen to be watching it and he's like, turn it on, he can like
still jump in.
Yeah, he can jump in. And then like let's say I'm in the middle of an episode, I'll just like explain like what happened and then we'll finish it together.
Aww.
But that show is so good. Like it's legit my new favorite show.
It ages well. Like it's been 15 years, I think. They're on their 15th year and they just got approved for like 2 more seasons. So it's Holy in crap. For a while.
Plus the movie, I was like, girl, I'm in for a ride.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. So thanks to Gerald Lee for putting me on to Bob's Burgers. Like I love the show. Tina and her groaning. I was like, Tina, you are so unwell, sister.
Her and boy butts. Let me tell you, I've never felt more seen in my life.
Oh my god, her and her Jimmy Jr. I was like,
the erotic friend fiction.
That episode was so funny. She's like, okay, I'm gonna go to school and read it in front of everybody. Bob and Linda showed up like, don't read it.
Don't please, like please. Too late. That's your daughter. She's iconic. Okay.
No, legit. So I've really been enjoying that. But we're not here to talk about Bob's Burgers, although we should probably do a separate episode talking about it later.
So y'all know what's coming down the pipeline.
Yeah. Like this is our reoccurring cast member, Gerald Lee. Yeah. So you guys are gonna have to get used to it. But we are here to talk about Stranger Things. You know, now since we're coming off of me being on break, we're back at it in January, and I thought, what better way to come back, you know, in 2026 and talk about Stranger Things? Just because, you know, it's like all the rage right now. People are talking about it, whether it's good or bad. It's getting press, right? Press. Cardi don't need no press. So I figured, you know, we would just, you know, share our thoughts, because before I went on break, I talked to you guys about how I felt about season 5, part 1, right? But we're gonna talk about part 2, and then like the last episode, I guess technically part 3. So let's get into it. But of course, before we do that, you guys already know the drill. I said this every episode. Nothing's changing in 2026, because if you're not already subscribed, what are you doing? Okay, we need to hit that 1K like now, right? We are so close to 1K. I'm at like 832, I think, subscribers right now. So go ahead and subscribe. Pop culture, music, movies, TV, mental health. We talk about it all. So that way you can join the community. Like if you subscribe, that way you're not going to miss out on anything. Okay. Turn the post notifications on YouTube, right? Comment down below to let me know. What did you think about Stranger Things season 5? You know, let us know. And if you're listening on Spotify and Apple, rate that 5 stars and leave a review to let me know what you think about the show. And also, before we get into talking about Stranger Things, I also wanted to give you guys a heads up that Mr. Gerald Lee also has a podcast. Okay. Can we just take a second to let them know about your show?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you. So I started my own podcast because no one was listening to me. So I figured I'd take it online. You know, the people in my real life got tired of it. So we're taking the show on the road. It is called The Gate. And the whole premise is the opposite of gatekeeping. I want to talk about things that more people should love. And that's not going to stop me from talking about already popular things, but you know, stuff like my pilot episode 0, was me like sharing 3 stories of really why I am the way I am these days, and that involved me fighting 3 generations of a family, getting blackout drunk at a bar in New Orleans, and getting robbed at gunpoint. So if you love story times like that, go watch that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to having you on. We need to circle in on a topic, but we'll definitely have Miss Kristen on sooner rather than later.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm on all socials, the big 3: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, at Gerald Lee. Follow me, and you know, I'm trying to make some money off of this nonsense, people. Like, let's engage.
Yeah. So while you're at it, be sure to also subscribe to his channel so that way you can keep up with his podcast. Like he said, follow him on his socials. Is your podcast on Spotify and Apple?
Not at the moment. It is good. I'm glad you brought that up because I keep forgetting. But it is really only available through YouTube at the moment. I haven't decided if I want to do audio streaming it, because I want to kind of focus all the attention in one spot at the moment.
That's how I feel.
And build that.
I get most of my listens on YouTube.
So anyways,
directed there. Yeah.
Yeah. And most people have YouTube Premium. If you don't, this is not an ad. Get YouTube Premium. Out of everything that you need to subscribe to, YouTube Premium is really where it's at, because no more ads. You get to download videos and save them for later, but more importantly, you can let things play while your phone is closed. So like,
yes, so you can listen to the show that way.
Right.
Yeah, I live and die by YouTube Premium. Like, one time it cut off because I forgot to pay it. My sister, girl, I had an ad on YouTube and I'm about to literally jump off a cliff. Pay it right now. I'm like, dang.
That's my girl. That's Janae. I love her. That's my girl.
And if you guys don't know, Gerald is also a producer and editor for another podcast called Subtextual, right?
Let them know. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So I will be sure to link everything in the description so that way you can listen to Gerald's show and listen to the show that he also produces. Like, he's truly like gearing up his content era. Okay. Big things only. So I just figured, who better to talk about Stranger Things than with my bestie? So when it comes to Stranger Things, have you been watching this show like since the beginning, or did you start watching like at a later season?
No, got locked in. I think like literally 48 hours after season 1 dropped. My friends had me almost at gunpoint to force me to watch it, because I'm a Taurus. I'm stubborn and I like to stay in cycles. You know, like I'm going through The Office or Schitt's Creek or Superstore. You know, like I'm going through those 3 shows, and they said, if you don't watch this, violence is the only answer. And so so all that to say, I've been locked in since 48 hours after day 1.
Yeah, pretty much same for me. I've been watching since day 1. So it's just kind of crazy to see like these kids, you know, grow up with us.
Yeah.
And, like, now it's like being like deeper voice, facial hair
Yeah.
things, and you're like, OMG, like they really grew up. So
Mm-hmm.
overall, I just have like a couple of notes that I wrote down on my phone just for us to like talk about the highlight moments. I feel like for part 2 for me. The main note that I wrote down off a rip, I wrote Holly really went to the gags with her best friend and those kids jumping her in Henry's house. I felt like that was insane. And her bestie being like, she's been my best friend since kindergarten, but then like literally proceeding to fight her was absolutely crazy.
Right. Like she ate up that brainwash like it was that pie she served to the family. You know what I'm saying? Like listen, and this is why you don't trust white women, okay? Like you can't trust them for shit. They will turn their back on you for a man in a heartbeat. But hey, Holly earned the Walk 'em Down Wheeler name when she spun around 360 Naruto, clocked that dude. That truly, in my opinion, made the whole show worth it.
Yeah,
everything. Why did she spin around with such force? Wow, like
because it's in her blood. It's
in her blood. It's who she is.
Yeah, legit. Because at that point, she had already been feeling like bad that she didn't do anything when her mom was attacked by that demo.
Right.
It's like, girl, you only.
Where did that trauma come from, Miss Thing? The whole time I was like, I'm yelling at the screen. What were you gonna do? What were you gonna do?
I know. It's just it felt really, that was hard to see, like her being so hard on herself in that way. Like, girl, it was nothing you could do, girl. Like, don't be so hard on yourself. But I think that, you know, speaking of Holly, like a lot of people had like indifferent opinions about her in the season because as we all know, when we saw Holly previously, she was like basically giving infant toddler. And then suddenly they choose a new girl to play her and then age her up by a couple years. So that was a big change in season 5. And I'm just like wondering why they chose to do that. I still don't really understand the reasoning. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they could have picked.
Okay, we're gonna age Holly up and then make her a main focal point of the season. Like, what was the driving decision for that?
Right. Nobody wanted to see new kid. Like, no one gave a shit about new kids. Like, we wanted to finish with the original gang, and it has to be a cash grab. They're just setting up a future bag. Okay,
that's a good theory. And I've considered that too, because, you know, especially with the last scene, you know, with it just ending with Holly and her friends playing D&D, you're like, okay, like, is that why you made Holly the literal main focal point for the last season for no reason? Because you want to set it up for the future? That did kind of throw me off because it's like, girl, like, this is not supposed to be the Holly show. No. This is not the Holly show, babe.
No, not even close. Not even close. And what do you mean she I didn't understand if she knew Max, like that whole thing, you know, like why would she just immediately trust Max? Like a lot of it I was just like, we're kind of just hoping things work out. Like they really just were like, we're throwing spaghetti at the wall, hoping one of these things stick.
Right. Like if one of those noodles makes it to the wall and holds on, then maybe
we're running with it. Right.
But it's like technically we've never seen Holly interact with any of Will's friends.
Right. Not once.
I mean, Mike's friends. So like
all those kids are the same to me.
Assume, that like she knows Max said is kind of like, huh?
Right.
So that was an interesting choice for me, like having to get used to Holly. But at the same time, I know a lot of people severely disliked Holly. And I'm like, okay, I understand it was like, you know, maybe an unwelcome change to like have it be the Holly show, basically. But at the same time, regardless, I thought that she did really good. So enjoyable to watch. Like even though we technically didn't want it to be the Holly show, with what we were given, that little British girl ate down. Like her and dipshit Derek,
dude. That kid, that's an iconic character right there.
I know. And then like them in the like truck at the end with him like waving at Mike was like so wholesome.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry because when he was on the little baseball team,
I know. I was like, you know what? That's what you need at that age. You know what I'm saying? A sport. So
but right, he needs. But like, can we give some like a little bit of sympathy to his family? Like they're like all he needed was a stern parent or like whatever they were saying. I was like, y'all clearly don't understand the dynamics of the 80s and like the way the family worked in that time frame. And like Derek, no matter how his parents like interacted with him, he was still going to be a dipshit because that's his family. He's just one of those people that needed an external force to kind of shape him, because no amount of input from his family, no matter who they were, would have changed it. They could have been the best parents in the world. He still would have been a dipshit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that you're right. Like there is something that needs to be said about that, because sometimes when people, you know, like you said, don't realize like when kids act like that, like that's just who they are in that time.
Their nature.
Like, you know, you could send them to behavioral camp or send them to boarding school, but if that's who they are, that's who they are. It don't matter what you do.
Right.
But that was one note that I wrote down about what happened to Derek's family after the Turnbulls were held up in that barn. I think a lot of people have questions about that.
Are they just rotting away? Like what? Out of everyone,
were they tied up or were they just there?
They were hog tied, hands and feet locked up. And where did they go?
Because, you know, towards the end, when Holly's like, right, Derek, like, and he's like, dang, I can't say nothing because Vecna showed him his family dead. That is so triggering.
Now I'm even okay. Hold on. Now I'm getting pissed off about the way this show ended, because he did do that. He did. He showed them with their like eyeballs missing and stuff like that. Like
he said, right, mom, left, dad, up, bitch, sister. He called him your bitch sister.
Your bitch sister.
Like, whoa. Well,
I mean, she was kind of a little twat, but
yeah.
Hey, but she was who she was. She was who she was.
Henry was tripping, bro. Like he traumatized Derek, and I felt so bad for him.
Yeah.
You know, because Holly's like, Derek, you know, what the freak? And he's like, girl, I can't say nothing.
Girl, like I can't. I wish that heaven had a phone to call you up. Like he was feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
No, legit. That's what it felt like, that episode, because he was like, I can't say nothing, ain't heard nothing, ain't seen nothing. I gotta act the part because Holly, I'm sorry, babe. Like he said he was gonna kill my entire family.
Kill him.
Oh, I felt so bad. But then at the end of the day, it's like, did his family actually die anyway because they were held up in that barn? And he never was like, oh yeah, guys, let's go back and get my family.
Let's go back and get my family. Who's raising him? He's living in the house by himself, mind you. After the time skip, he just figured it out.
No, legit. So that is something that's like another like what is it, plot hole that they left like unaddressed with like Derek's family. Yeah. Like, are you kidding me? So I felt kind of bad about that. But walk him down, Wheeler. Holly like just genuinely ate. And then of course another note that I have down was Max and Holly basically having a podcast episode before escaping Henry's mind prison was funny.
Like, what was up? What was up? She's like, I gotta worry about me. I gotta put me first. Like, Lucius, I gotta put me first.
You led me all this way. Like, if I were Holly, I would feel so annoyed. Just me
oh my god,
I am.
Right.
I'm like, girl, BFR. Like, BFFR.
BFR.
Like, you say we could escape here, and then you pull up, and you're like, actually, this is just for me. Sorry. Like, you made me think that we would both be able to get out of here.
Right.
Are you kidding me, Max?
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Right. And I mean, hey, Max's only saving grace is this is her first time being possessed or whatever it was that was going on with her.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I gave her some slack. I gave her a little slack because, like, how would you know she's just going to end up right back wherever, in the mind flayer where they were at the end of the day?
I know. And then she kind of saved it because then, like, afterwards, she was like, dang, like, I feel bad. You know, I thought Holly would have been Gucci. And it's like, no.
No.
She's not Gucci. She's not.
She's not. Actually, it's worse.
Actually, you made it kind of worse.
It's worser. It's worse. Yeah.
It's like, I just couldn't believe it because it's like legit, even though if I were Max, like, even though I'm here with Holly and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to look out for this little kid, the way I would have been running out that hill when I saw my man again, like, after knowing what happened to you the first time when you tried to escape, I wouldn't have been taking no chances, sweetie.
Speak on it.
That y'all sat here and had a whole podcast episode talking to each other, being like, but I don't have a boyfriend.
I was about to throw something at the screen.
I was like, girl, hurry up.
Kick up those MPHs. You need to be running.
Legit.
Running.
That scene, like, legit made me sick because I'm like, girl, you need to run.
Run.
But I did feel so bad for Holly though, because like, I'm thinking, okay, if Max is getting out, then I'll get out.
Yeah. No.
Like, and then on top of that, then she tried to escape again after the initial escape, sees Nancy. That scene where she saw Nancy, she's like, Nancy! It gets ripped back up in the sky was crazy.
Gaggy. Because, wait, wasn't she just like falling through the sky?
Yes.
I said, oh my gosh, she's gonna splat. She's just gonna splat on the floor.
No, like, I was like, I literally was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, how? Because I'm thinking, okay, Nancy, how are you gonna catch her? Like, what's going on? Just for her to be stuck midair and then get whipped back. I was like, holy moly. Like, and then just thinking about it from like an eldest daughter, like older sister perspective, I felt so bad for Nancy right there.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Because if that were me and I saw my little sister like up in the air like that and getting snatched back, I would have been sick.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, Vecna.
You're done. You're done. You're done. When I see you, I'm gonna kill you.
No, like, legit.
And my next question in that vein is: you tell me he could have just plucked him out of the sky anytime he wanted? Like, what was special about her?
There's a lot of like, plot holes with Vecna in that way too.
How did he get the kids up there? How did he get them up there? How did the Demogorgons get up there? Listen. I'm getting pissed off.
I know. And I know I'm like jumping all over, but that's kind of just like the wild chaos energy that I need right now. Because like, even with the final fight, why were there no demo dogs up there?
Where were the demos? Where was anything else in Dimension X? Where was like Vecna's will to live? Like, he kind of seemed to have just like rolled over.
Right. It wasn't much of a fight.
Not even close. Quiet, ain't no back talk. They showed up. It was quiet, ain't no back talk. It gave Twitter fingers. That's what Vecna was. Vecna had Twitter fingers, and then he met up with some trigger fingers, and it didn't work out in his favor.
I know. And then it was just like, Will just being like, you were just a kid. So I'm thinking, here I am, like, okay, maybe he'll get through him. And him like doubling down and being like, no. I chose this life. I'm like, holy crap.
Right. Like, it I still don't, I don't think I haven't landed on either side of what's true. Like, I think they left things way too open to interpretation that I'm like, I don't care to come up with my own conclusion for this shit because it's shit.
Is Mind Flayer in control or Henry in control?
Who's in control? Right.
Yeah.
Right. Did he have the particles? How did he get to dimension? Like, not even to bring up the fucking play.
Because there's discrepancies with that.
Yeah.
Because like they were saying apparently with the play, the way it wasn't a rock.
Right. Right.
It was.
So what was it? What's the truth? What's the truth?
Yeah.
We'll never know. We'll never know.
And then it's just crazy to me because it's like his adrenaline must have been pumping because you're telling me you just got shot in the hand and then you immediately bash a dude's face in. I'd have been in too much pain and agony from my gunshot wound to kill someone.
Can we be honest here? I've never been shot, but I'm assuming it would be a lot worse than how he was handling it.
Legit.
Also, add guns to D&D. What are y'all doing? Someone's casting Fireball. Okay, I'm casting AK-47.
No, legit.
Who's winning?
Right. With a scope. Are you kidding me? Like that was like really confusing to me because a lot of people were saying like, oh, Henry, wasn't a bad kid up until he got sent to Dimension X. But it's like, girl, I don't know.
I don't think that's true.
What they gave us, and what they showed us, I can only assume that he was already unhinged and demented before being sent to Dimension X, because what normal child would get a gunshot wound and then immediately bash somebody's head in before even getting sent to Dimension X, like before even being affected by the particles? Like, there was clearly already something wrong with this child.
Absolutely. 100%.
Like, my first instinct as a kid would have been to run away and try to get help. Something. You just sat there, took the bullet on the chin, and it said bop, bop, bop.
Right.
And we're supposed to assume that, no, he was a normal boy.
He was totally fine. He was just a kid. Yeah.
Babe, that wasn't a normal kid.
That ain't right.
And then, of course, everybody's like, I've been seeing, on the online discourse of everybody complaining and saying that they also don't like the fact that Henry knew Will's mom and Hopper.
Right.
And them never being like, oh yeah, we went to school with this kid. And
right.
I think that is kind of strange that was never like talked about.
Dots were never connected. Yeah. So I've seen some people mention that it could be due to like the fact that, what was it? The kids like referred to him as Vecna, and like the adults never saw human version of him. Like they never saw Henry. So like, in their defense, they're going off of what the kids have been saying this whole time.
But Nancy clocked the T and told everybody, oh, he's Henry Creel. And like earlier season. Remember they were like visited Henry's dad in prison?
No, I don't. Dang, whoa.
I remember that.
No, I don't remember that.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, Nancy was on her investigative journalism teams.
You're right. And where did that go, by the way? Where did that go?
Legit. And she found out, oh, his name was Henry Creel. His dad, and his dad is in prison because they're saying that his dad killed his entire family. And I think that Henry was the one that killed his family.
Right.
It's canon that everyone should all know that Vecna's real identity is Henry. We should all now common knowledge because
and Patty Newby
legit clock the T.
Yeah.
So then I would think that when Joyce finally sees Vecna, she'd be like, listen, you're a little loser in high school.
Right.
I wanted to see that. Because you're telling me that you knew this boy growing up.
Right.
Joyce should have ripped up into him when he came out that hole.
Absolutely.
Like, you're trying to terrorize my son, but you are literally a lame-o blame-o in high school.
A lame-o blame-o.
So what?
Like, and a pedophile. What's going on with that? They really glazed over him obsessing over children.
What's going on?
Searching
with the nasty mouth.
That was giving like Japanese porn, like that weird tentacle nonsense they be doing. Like I'm really online, so I've seen some things in my day.
Girl,
because you're in a safe place. You're pure of heart, and that's fine. I've seen the trenches of the internet,
dark web.
Oh my god! But it just
and I see a lot of people saying like this gut gives like low key like suggestive of SA.
Yes, and 100%, and they're like never. Oh, we would never, but because they're weak, because they're easy to manipulate. Go hit up a rehab center if that's what you need. What you mean you need virgin children? Like,
and then you hold them up and then force nasty demo egg babies, I guess, down their throat. And you're telling me that's not SA?
Where's Chris Hansen? Chris Hansen would have been in there years ago.
Like, what?
But y'all wanted to play games.
Legit. Like, that is just so disturbing. And like, think about the fact that like Will was like ingesting those things and
oh my god
in the earlier season.
Oh yeah.
Like, that is disgusting.
Right. The implications there. Not good.
Right. So that is a disturbing aspect that a lot of people have been discussing. But yeah. Okay, so my next note that I had, what did I put? Steve saying, okay, this flashlight is the Squawk radio tower, and this slinky is the bridge.
Mhm.
Or Lucas popping popcorn and suddenly coming up with a plan to attack makes everything feel so over-explained and dumbed down. But at the same time, if I was in this universe, I wouldn't be able to think of any of these plans.
Right. Okay, I know we're hating from outside the club. Yeah, no, we were absolutely hating from outside the club. No, for sure.
Oh my god! Because that makes me think about that because the way that they do that, like I was watching it with my boyfriend, and I'm like, bro, these people are visual learners.
Yeah.
Because holy crap, the amount of explanations that we get of being like, this is this, and this is this, and then we're gonna do this, and it's like,
and then like the entire like conspiracy wall,
right?
Like the whole like, who was reaching up there? Who was reaching all the way up there? Like they had that shit up to the ceiling,
right? But yeah, I was like legit telling Juwan, like, if I was in this universe, I would not be able to come up with a single plan. Like the way that they're able to just suddenly be like, I got it. We'll do this and this and this. I'm not thinking about all that because I think about it like whenever I think about a end of the world crisis happening, like a zombie apocalypse or anything ever, Bob the drag queen, talks about this. I think him and Monet Exchange, where I couldn't remember if it was Bob or Monet. One of them said like, I would just die. And I'm like, okay, that's me. Like I've been saying,
no, that's so, no, you got to see how far you can make it.
I would just die?
No, I'm team. Let's ride this shit out. Let's see what's going on.
Heck no.
What?
I don't want to go through that turmoil.
Stop. I'll rescue you. I'll come find y'all. Don't worry.
And I'd be like, sorry, Gerald. Love you. And now you're traumatized to death.
You turn into a zombie. I'll just keep you around. Just walk you around. Like, girl, you thought you was getting away.
Treating me up to the building. Like, no, my bad.
Yeah. Mom.
No, like I've been like that from day one. Like I love like, zombie apocalypse movies. I love like natural disaster movies. Every movie like that. And then like, Joanna always be like, well, what would you do? What would you do? And you ask me every single movie. And
I would clock out. I'm gonna check out. Yeah, my shift is done.
Like
my shift on this planet is done.
No, like legit. Like Avengers Endgame. Like I can't be on the team that's gonna be like, no, we can do this. Because I'm not coming up with a plan on how to survive this. I'm not helping coming up with any, nothing because I can't think right now. How can you be in the middle of disaster and think about a plan when all I want to do is just end this?
Love it. No, I love that. But hey, different people. And I will say it's good to know. Now I know that whenever things pop off, that I can come to terms immediately with, okay, Kristen's good. I don't gotta go save her. She figured it out. So I need everyone watching in the chat. Let me know. Are you handling business yourself? Are you clocking out, or do I need to come help you? Because I will.
Right. Do you need a helping hand?
Choose in the chat if you're clocking out. Okay.
Yeah. Or one if you're gonna.
One if you're staying. One if you're gonna stay around. Yeah.
Yeah, because like Walking Dead, like when they be like 3 years later, and you're still wandering around the U.S. trying to be like, well, they said in Canada they got a place for people to go.
Right.
Girl, I'm making it to Canada.
And you closer.
These people be walking by foot from California to Canada.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna have to get a Segway or something. I'm gonna have to get like a motorcycle.
No, legit. Like I don't have it in me.
I'll pull up in a full chainmail armor on a motorcycle with a Morning Star. I'm just going ape shit.
Like there's just too much work into survival.
Yeah.
In any of these shows.
Oh yeah.
Stranger Things. Like the second that I see a demo dog in real life, I'm passing out, like literally having an anxiety attack, and then like
those fainting sheep.
Literally fainting sheep. Like, and you guys want me to voluntarily you're telling me that now we're gonna have to go walk towards the danger, and right? To go to Dimension X to his home turf.
Mind you,
we're supposed to fight
a whole nother dimension. Can we talk about how casual they were acting about being in a whole other dimension with oxygen? Apparently,
no. Like what?
That y'all
you don't need any special equipment, no nothing.
Y'all scaled the mountain to get to the top of the on top of the mind flare just like that. What? I'm so like
that was confusing too, because then like the way that they're able to come up with these plans, unrealistically fast.
Well, it's the power of friendship.
X, literally, and they're like, "Okay, you go here, you go there. We're gonna attack this way." And it's like, girl, no, I'm actually gonna go back down.
I'm actually gonna, yeah, ooh, I'm actually gonna crawl back into that.
Go back to the Upside Down, then back to Hawkins, and hopefully you guys figure it out. But I can't do it.
Because what were they going through? Like the Vecnussi every time they were crossing dimensions.
Yes,
there's a little Vecnussi in the ground. I'm like, can we please? Can we sew that up?
Literally. And the fact that we learned that it was like a wormhole or whatever the freak this whole time, like connecting Hawkins to the Upside Down to Dimension X is like...
Where did the car go?
The car?
Where did the car go?
Oh my God, right. We saw that thing flying in the air and then what? Like everything about it was so confusing. And then like when they first realized, like activated the wormhole.
Yeah.
When they saw the space matter in the air, and Nancy's like, "Oh, let me shoot it."
Right.
Idiot.
Oh, now look, I don't believe in hitting women, but in that moment, someone should have swung on her.
Cause like, why is Nancy so trigger happy with that freaking shotgun? Like, why would you think that was a good idea?
That's the OG walk 'em down Wheeler. You know, she's been doing this since day one.
I know. And a lot of people have like varying opinions on like her and Jonathan's lore. Like the fact that they did the unproposal is like, girl, I gotta do without this scene.
Absolutely. Why did y'all focus on the ring? None of that. Like that was like a 5 minutes that could have been spent doing anything else.
That scene was so boring.
Why didn't they die? Why didn't they die?
And that's what a lot of people were saying. Like, imagine, because I think I was listening to The Buzz with Beth. She just started a new podcast with her.
My queen.
Yes.
Shout out Beth.
That's where I heard this from. Them talking about it. Like, imagine if like Jonathan and them died, and then they came in the room, and then they just saw the ring, and they're like frozen. That would have been like cunt.
That would have been. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Like what? Like why? Yeah. Like I think that at least maybe Jonathan could have died, and then they would have just found Nancy holding the ring, being like,
right,
he's gone.
Right.
And that would have upped the stakes.
They could have did their closure. They still could have did all that. Like,
and then Jonathan dies.
Nancy
lives. Dustin and Steve save her. And like something. Because we all know that like Joyce, she didn't care about her son.
She did not like either of her kids. No, she didn't. I don't think she much cared about the other one either. I don't think she much cared about either of them.
I was like, Joyce, you are like, no, Will, you can't. You're okay with Jonathan putting his risk?
Yeah.
Babe. No, that's
priorities.
Child.
Priorities.
And that's on oldest sibling.
Well, he wasn't a dependent no more. She couldn't claim him on her taxes, so she said whatever.
Right. Legit. I was like, girl, just because he's the oldest doesn't mean that ain't still your baby. That's your son.
Right.
That's your firstborn.
Hey, look, us older siblings, we get it.
Legit. So I thought that was kind of messed up. But yeah, like if I were there, I just would not have been able to contribute to any of the plan making.
Yeah.
I would have been in there like 11 sister. Just like, okay.
Because her whole plan was to just die. She's like,
legit. Like she didn't help make up a plan. She didn't help, come up with any strategies.
She said it's cute. It's cute what y'all are doing, but
exactly. And I would have been that. I would have just been like a bystander in the background being like, oh,
Kristen, no. I really thought they were setting her up to be like on Vecna's side, like there was no fucking reason to bring her back. There was she didn't use her illusions for anything. She people are trying to cope with 11 being real.
Illusion when Henry was in the house.
Right. That's you right. You got me there. You clocked my T there. But outside of that, pretty much useless. And then go ahead, go.
Oh, I saw people saying that like her episode in the previous season where we met 11's sister was the lowest rated episode. Like people did not like her sister.
Yeah.
They were like, what was the point of bringing her back? Like data shows that nobody liked
hated. 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 Hated.
HAT. Oh, you said the E. I'm like, what? Did you spell it?
Hatted. But no. Absolutely had it. 365 guinea pig. Okay.
Okay, what were you gonna say?
Just that, like, it really just it a lot of I don't know if have you seen the discourse about the reason why the season sucks so bad is because one of their wives was the main writer for the first 4
I
seasons,
did see that.
and then they got divorced, and this is what we ended up with. And I'm like,
yeah. And if that theory is right, I believe it because women,
because everything about it, I'm like, yeah, this is exactly what that feels like. It feels like they were copying someone else's homework for the first 4 seasons, and then the teacher called on by the finals, so they had to do their own assignment for the final, and they blew it.
Yeah, they were like, "What do we do?
Blew it.
We don't know how to write a show."
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that was pretty annoying to me. Also, this is a big discourse that I've seen online. People feeling like, I said, I didn't like how Will felt like he was forced to come out because he was allegedly using his fear of his family and friends cutting him off if they found out that he was gay against him. It should have been done on his own terms.
Yeah. And then there was never a payoff for him coming out. Like, there was never any type, like, the fight they just won. Like, it was never like the information was leveraged against him in any capacity.
Right.
And also the slip up about them going to get milkshakes.
And that's one main thing that bothers me the most, because I didn't clock it when I first watched it.
Yeah.
And seeing afterwards, I'm like, yeah, guys, you're right. Like, why did he say that?
Why did he say that? Because do we have time for Conformity Gate? Do we have time to get into Conformity Gate?
Yeah,
are you familiar with this? How do you write a finale of a show so horribly that you send the entire globe into a mass hysteria that they convince themselves there's a secret episode coming out?
And here I am being like, okay, today's the day. Are we going to get it?
Right.
It's almost like when everybody's like, the world is going to end tomorrow. And you think, okay. Is it?
Right. Right. The Mayan calendar predicted the season finale being so bad. They were like,
right. I was like, girl. And then, a lot of it just confuses me because it's like, okay, we've already established that Will is a secret agent, right? We've already established that Vecna can spy on him at any second. I personally would have, from that moment on, if I found out, like, okay, Vecna can spy on us, I would have put Will in a corner, earplugs in his ear, bag over his head, and not told Will any part of the plan until the moment comes where we need him. Because that's how Vecna was able to figure out what was going on. Like,
or feed him a fake plan, so that way once y'all do sneak up on his ass, everyone's like, what the fuck happened? And then y'all go to reveal we fed him the wrong plan.
Exactly.
Like, that's why we defeated him so easily. Sense. Yeah.
So to have Will just being like, yep, I know exactly what we're doing, guys. And on top of that, I'm about to come out and we're going to chat. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. It's like, no, like, Will should not have been involved in any of this.
No, because him and Mike should have been making out outside. Him and Mike should have been doing gay shit behind the shed.
Okay.
That's what they should have been doing.
The whole Byler situation. It's just like, guys, I don't know if this is like gay baiting or whatever queer baiting.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, I don't really think that Byler stands are like completely delusional.
Yeah,
I refuse to believe that.
Right.
Because I'm not a fan of like shipping people that like obviously aren't gay. Like,
right.
But at the same time, you guys are the ones that put these little gems in here. You're the ones that put these little things in here. Like, Will, Mike kind of making this certain face, or like little things. The
closeness, like everything about.
It's like, you put that, you guys directed it that way, not us.
Yeah.
So why be like, oh, Byler fans are delusional when you're the ones that are putting these nuggets in here, the ones that are dropping these gems, and knowing that Mike couldn't even say I love you to Elle even up to the last moment. It's like, are we not going to get a closure on why Mike struggled so much from previous seasons up until the last moment before 11 died with saying I love you? Like, so you're telling me that we're going to not describe this? Because technically him and 11's relationship was kind of rocky since that point because they legit had an argument about it.
They did not touch on their relationship in a romantic capacity at all until the very last, when she goes to kill herself. Like they showed no signs of even like being friends. They didn't talk to each other. Like it seemed like they kept putting them in rooms together, and they were talking to anyone else but each other. Right.
And then we're not supposed to believe that all of those things are leading to maybe Mike might be gay. Like, I'm so confused. Like, he's actively struggling to express his emotional vulnerability with his girlfriend. Then what else will we believe? Like, what else would you think that we're supposed to believe then?
Yeah. What should have happened is whenever he's doing the epilogue and he's like finishing off their stories, it should have been him who walked up to him at the bar. And like, he still could have implied it was some, sure, maybe they haven't announced to everyone they're together yet. You know, whatever. Mike might not have come out to other people. That's whatever. It is still the 80s. But like, the Byler, that would have just been the best way to end it. Instead of whoever that random guy was.
Right.
That came up to sit. I don't know who that is. I don't fucking care. It should have been Mike. It should have been Mike that sat down. They hold hands, and then everyone. Then y'all don't have to vocally say it. You can imply it, and everyone would have been happy.
Yeah, and then we didn't even get any like closure with like the painting gate. Like,
oh my god,
Will did the painting for Mike, and Mike is still under the impression to this day that 11 was the one that commissioned it.
Right, like, and it's on his wall. It was like on his wall in the final scene.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't really think that like y'all set it up this way. So finish it. Yeah. Like we're not delusional. Like you made it this way, so give us the closure that we want. Like I'm so confused.
Yeah.
So that was really annoying. And then like the whole scene with him like coming out, you know, at the end of the day, like it was really long. It was really kind of drawn out and awkward.
So awkward.
Time, at its core, I'm still glad that he got, you know, love and respect from his family and friends. That was nice.
Right.
You know, because the 80s, like that could have just turned left.
Bad.
But, you know, Jonathan's like, girl, I've been no.
We clocked your tea. I don't think you,
Jonathan clocked it when Will was in the backseat crying. Because remember, Jonathan was looking in the rearview mirror. And he was like, dang.
What?
Like Jonathan already knew, bro.
No, dude.
So that was really nice. But like, but then it's like with Will being like, yeah, you know, Vecna's been using, you know, my fear of like, you guys not accepting me against me. They didn't even show us that. That's what I'm saying. Like
he never needed to come out. Like it didn't matter. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
And sure, you could argue like they didn't know what was going to happen, but it was just like at the end of the day, I'm going to say it again. Vecna, Twitter fingers. Like the rest of them, trigger fingers.
Well, literal like trigger down. Yeah, so you know that is kind of like a bittersweet thing because it went well, but did he need to technically come out? Because there's some gays who like don't, and they're just like, if y'all don't know, it could have been that. You know what I mean?
And especially with like Gen Z, like Gen Z and like younger people these days, I've noticed a trend of like them misunderstanding why coming out was so big to millennials.
Yeah.
You know, like they're like, I don't get it. Like, we don't care. And I'm like, well, yeah, you don't get it. You don't know how to read, first of all. Secondly, you haven't looked at a history book. So like, you don't understand the greater context of it all, especially with Will coming out in the 80s. And then like how I feel like they severely underplayed how scary it was for Robin to know someone saw.
Yeah.
Like they truly, because she's a lesbian and not even a man, she's a woman.
Right.
Like, and they were like, yeah, she's just like a little.
They barely wanted us to even be in the workforce at that time, let alone be gay.
Be gay. Okay. Good luck with the bank account. But that leads me to one of my favorite lines or interactions, which was whenever they clock each other's tea And she's like, I thought that was your little bowl cut that I saw running through the hospital. And he was like, yeah, it's not a very popular haircut anymore. Like, I was like, I'm so glad we had that like meta joke, like that inside joke of like, yeah, the worst thing Joyce did to him was that fucking haircut. Like,
seeing him in those previous seasons, like with those little shorts on and that bowl cut, I'm
bro,
like, oh, he's got the odds stacked against him for sure. Yeah, that was a nice moment. But then, like at the same time, it was like, I just love that because like having that camaraderie, especially like you said during that time, the 80s. Of having an ally be like, hey, I see you.
Community,
like,
right.
That community was such a nice thing to give Will, though. You know, like, y'all did eat that one thing.
Yeah.
Being able to confide in
right.
and Robin and her being like, hey, like, you actually don't need Mike. You actually don't need none of these dudes. Like, you need you, sister.
Right,
Figure out you.
Right.
And that being the driving force for him to be like, you know what, no, like, I can serve cunt. Like, yes.
I can serve boots, mama. Slay.
Oh, like legit. So that was really nice.
Yeah.
Another moment that I wrote down was how I was, you know, of course, confused on how the mind flayer, you know, being set on fire and Henry being beat up by 11 in the final battle had no effect on Will when every other time it caused him pain because of his connection to the hive mind.
Right.
The creators of the show don't have an explanation for that.
No. And
I think I saw them say like, oh, well, the connection was severed by then. Okay, well, we didn't see
how? That. By what? So, by who?
That he's supposed to be affected every single time.
Right. And I was a believer. I fully believed once he did the power, like he tapped into the powers. I was like, oh, he does have power. Like he has his own powers. And then apparently not. You know, I'm like, what?
And that sucks too. Because to diminish his ability to only being able to harness someone else's sucks. Like, you don't think that Will's important enough to be able to have his own thing?
He ingested all the stuff. You know, legit. like he I don't know, yeah. It just pissed me off.
Yeah. But then the few times that we did get with him harnessing the powers was so good. Like when he tapped in and broke Henry's leg. And he's like, Max, if you hear me, right? I was like, ooh, like every time he used them powers, it was fierce. Honey.
Yeah, we needed more of that.
Yes, we needed more of that. Like
more of that.
I don't understand why they didn't run with that. Like, oh my god, that would have been so good.
Because they hate fun. They hate fun.
Another note that I put: seeing the kids in their caps and gowns had me sobbing. Ugh.
Yeah.
Even though they chose that ugly orange color.
What we all knew that wasn't the school colors.
Like, girl, what?
We all knew that. Why do they look like traffic cones?
Like,
how did Max graduate?
Once again, there are
concerns. I wish that heaven had a phone to call you up. Like what?
And matter of fact, I was thinking that in the moment because even though I was crying, I'm also still confused because once again, how does she graduate? How is she skateboarding? We don't really have an explanation as to why she is miraculously able to see, move here.
I thought she was handicapped, crippled. Like I thought she couldn't walk, and she was up here skateboarding.
Because then when we had that illusion where she was hiding from the government with Robin's girlfriend, she was able to walk, but it was only because she was in Eleven's mind.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, we now see that she is still handicapped, but then next thing you know, she's skateboarding, and I'm like, okay,
right.
That didn't make any sense to me too. Like you said, how was she able to graduate? She must have been doing like, they had this thing in my old school called Play-Doh. I don't know if people are familiar with that, but it was like right before like you're about to graduate. If you like legit like don't have enough credits, you're able to take these like online classes and like run through them to like
speed run the class.
Speed run your class. So we can only assume that maybe she did Play-Doh
in the 80s.
right. That's dang right. So maybe not. But also, like, how were the rest of the gang able to graduate? Y'all did hella school.
Hella disturbances of plenty.
y'all did not go to school.
No.
Like, we saw them go to school in previous seasons. They were at school. But this season, they didn't go
They
to
were
class.
outside. They were outside. They were outside acting a fool.
Of that Don Julio act of
fool.
So that was confusing.
Yeah. and what really just like blew me away about the whole thing, like outside of the graduation and none of that making sense, outside of the weird epilogues they all got, was how I think Nancy said it at one point where she was like, her and Mike were fighting in the hospital, and they were like, and she was like, if we had just told them sooner, they could have evacuated, and none of this would have happened. And a light bulb went off in my head, and I was like, why didn't all you motherfuckers evacuate? Why didn't all of y'all? If every single one of y'all simply left the fucking town, there would have been no one, because it's just Hawkins. It's just this perimeter. Why didn't y'all not simply take one step outside of that perimeter?
Joyce tried.
None of it would have happened. No, like whenever the ground splits open, you're telling me y'all put metal over it? The ground split up, y'all put metal over it? And didn't think we need to evacuate the town? Y'all let the people...
I would have loved to get like a regular townsfolk POV.
Yeah, yes.
What was everybody else thinking?
Yes. What was going on with y'all?
Like, y'all all just thought earthquake. But I didn't see a video that legit. A video that said a few people did see the demos. You know what I mean? Like the people at the hospital, the employees that work there, the nurses.
Right.
There were a few people that saw the demagogues that are not part of the main cast, that are just regular Hawkins residents. So, you know,
they probably took your method.
What? Right.
They clocked out. Exactly. They said, nope.
They said, what I saw yesterday at work.
If you're a God-fearing Christian, I would think that was the devil. Like, I would think that is a sign of Satan.
Yeah.
Might as well take my shit. Might as well pack my shit up.
I said, you know, the Lord is telling me it's time to come home.
It's time to go. He said you can take it into your own hands sometimes.
Yeah. Everything about that was confusing, but I had just feel like I hadn't. Maybe it was because I was in my period too, but I was crying.
That'll do it.
That'll
do it.
Hard. To the point where like, my boyfriend was kind of like,
if you don't go get me some more fucking chocolate and shut your mouth.
like legit, I need ice cream right now.
And right now?
Like I was seeing them in their cap and gowns, and then like even though I'm wondering like, okay, technically y'all missed hella school,
right?
Shouldn't even be able to graduate,
right?
It's still at its core, plot holes and all, was so nice.
Yes,
graduate.
Isn't that despite all the shit I have shoveled out of my mouth, still liked it. Like I still
enjoyed it.
Okay, yeah, enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't approve, but I enjoyed it.
Yes, and just seeing like, you know, Miss Wheeler, she had her scars. I'm like,
oh, smash!
Like, down haircut.
Absolutely.
She said, "New year, new me." Like
new year, new me, and with her fuck ass ain't shit husband.
No.
The way they didn't go visit him. The way they didn't go visit him in the hospital. Like
rotted. That rotted man.
Rotted. Yep. There's no other way to describe it.
Oh, but that graduation scene was so nice, and like Dustin and like his mom cheering him on.
Yes. No, it was when he was like, just take the pic. Do you want a picture or not? Because she was too busy just. I was like, that's so real. Like, I love their relationship because like what little they did show of it. It gave the same relationship. Did you ever watch It? Like the new It movie?
I haven't seen it. No.
There's a similar character where he has the overbearing mom type situation, but his is scary as opposed to Dustin, where I'm like, no, this seems wholesome. Like she is able to like at least hear him and
let him be him.
Yeah, like she's like, I'm gonna be upset. I'm still gonna cry about it. But go do you. But I'm gonna cry about it.
Right. Yeah, because you would think that a normal overbearing mom would be like, Dustin, this
Absolutely
is
not.
inappropriate.
Right.
You know, don't cause this riot and havoc at your graduation.
Oh, she was.
Don't talk about your principal like that. But
Oh,
she
yeah.
was literally like bootsy, like, I'm living for this.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really nice, like being able to see Dustin. Was he in the valedictorian?
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, how?
Right.
Once
I
again,
thought.
missed Helly school.
Right. Not that I thought he was stupid, but none of them ever gave smart.
Right.
Not that I thought any of them were dumb. I just thought they were nerds. Like.
Right. And there's a difference between like being nerdy in the way that they are with like comic books and like games versus like
a geek who's right.
Actual geeky stuff. So yeah. And then like after the graduation, seeing Steve, Jonathan, and Robin and Nancy chatting and like seeing them look a little bit more adult, that was really cute too.
But the fact that she became her mother, what?
Right.
And the fact that I don't give a fuck what Jonathan's doing. He's a freak. He's filming snuff. Like he's doing like not okay things like, for sure. And then Steve being a baseball coach. Like I was just like,
and a sex ed teacher.
He's like, I am not teaching them about the clitoris. Absolutely not.
Right.
We are not talking about vaginas. Like, it's just like it didn't. None of it. It was sick and Dementor. That pissed me off.
Dementor. But at the same time, it's like it almost makes me feel kind of sad for Steve because like everybody else is like going out about. You know, they left the town. You know, they're, exploring life. But then he ends up being that classic story of I'm still staying, at the home, the town that we grew up in. Yep. And it's like, as much as Steve's been through, he deserves to be able to have a ending where he gets to go, do different things too. So, but then again, some people like Steve, he seemed happy where he was at.
He got his nuggets. He got his nuggets.
And it's like, okay,
don't piss me off.
If that's what you want, then I guess you like it. I love it. If you want to be stuck in your hometown for the rest of your life and never leave, and end up being a sex ed teacher and a baseball coach and having a bunch of kids, and I guess, but that doesn't really seem like a goal. Goals.
No, it truly gave vibes of like you're saying, like he literally never stepped foot outside of like. Did you even go to the next town over? Like, have you ever left the boundaries of Hawkins?
The city limit?
Has given no.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, okay. And then it seems like the first time he's going to travel is when they have their little like meetup.
Right.
I felt sad because, them all talking about like, okay, we went through the trauma together, but, I miss you guys. Let's keep this up. Let's make sure that we keep meeting up. And stay in contact. That's great, right? But then at the same time, I felt kind of bad because I'm like, oh, babe, it's all nice and fun when you say let's kiki and let's keep seeing each other, but that's not how life works, sweetie.
It's not making it past the first month.
Exactly. Like people love to be like, oh, let's we got to make sure It's not gonna happen. It's
dead it
because for them to say monthly meetups, that's not even like financially possible. I
what was the 80s?
Said, let's make it a true. You can buy a house for $2.
$2, yeah.
But I guess said like every year, like a family reunion. Right. Do this.
Absolutely.
That would have been more realistic.
Yeah, no, those hosts said once a month.
Robin's weird uncle or whatever.
Rich uncle.
Yeah.
Her rich uncle. I was like, is he Elton John? Like, who is this? Who? Like, they seem to be hyping up this mysterious rich uncle. So I'm like, who is it?
And that'll be the first time Steve travels.
And he's going to panic. He's going to panic.
He's like, I'm talking.
He's going to see an interstate and be like, what?
Right.
An exit ramp, an on ramp? What?
That was like kind of a moment where it like took me out of reality. Like, ooh, y'all is not finna make it past I'd say about month 3. That's when you get tired real quick.
Yeah.
Because monthly, that 4 weeks comes up soon. You're like, dang, soon go again.
Yeah, right. Y'all don't have enough sick leave. You don't have enough PTO.
No, right. Like that's not possible. So I thought that was like really funny. And then I saw a YouTube comment that I wanted to share where it says from Juju underscore Libby. I forgot what video I was watching, but it says, can we talk about how Will's future was him being reduced to his sexuality? Like, he's been an artist throughout this entire series, and his future was just him in a gay bar. Why couldn't it be him in an art gallery meeting some boy there? I felt so offended in Will's place. Like, the Duffers cannot be serious right now.
Speak on it, Juju Libby, because truly, like, yeah, if that was his worst fear. So, and that's another thing I saw someone discussing, was that they all became during Conformity Gate, was they all became their worst fears. Nancy became her mother. Mike stayed repressed. This is like Byler believers. They're like, he stayed repressed and he's unhappy, and Will getting reduced to his sexuality, and I was just like, damn. I'm like, yeah, like it seems like they all got sent to the bad place. Like,
right. And it's like, is this a happy ending? Hashtag.
Right. I'm going with no.
Yeah, because when you think about it, and then even seeing the scene acted out was like kind of awkward. I was like, okay, Will at the bar.
Like, it's not right. He was a child 2 days ago.
Right.
What you mean he's at a bar? And
it's like, I just wouldn't think that Will would be the type to be like, oh, let's have a date at a bar. Like, he's like an intellectual, like you said, artist. Like, have a meet him at the art gallery. Like, show him going to art school. Why meeting a boy at a bar?
Right. Meeting a boy at a bar in the 80s. Pack it up.
Legit.
Whack.
Yeah. I also saw another comment. Dang, actually ended up not putting this one here. It was a good comment, but basically it was talking about like Mike's theory. So let's address the elephant in the room on that. Like, I don't believe in Mike's theory as much as I'm glad that they included it to give the group some closure. Right. That was nice. I don't believe the theory's true. I think that 11's donezo.
Absolutely. Because what the biggest like, hold on now. The logic behind the argument is that Callie did a projection, or whatever. She was the first one dead. Right. She was the first one dead. What do you mean? She couldn't have.
We saw her die.
Yeah, she simply couldn't have. Like, she blew up. Like, they were the first ones to blow up. Like, right. It ain't right.
Yeah, but then again, like, coming from Mike's perspective, he wasn't there, so he didn't see that. Right. So of course,
this is true.
He's gonna come up with his own theory in that way.
Yeah,
but it's like, sweetie, you're wrong, because we legit saw her die in her sister's arms, and then after she walked out, then they were like just standing there all like sad, and then the guy was like, "Hey," and he's like, "Oh, what's the name?" So we know as an audience that she was like gone. And like, I also kind of like, I don't know, it sucks because I really don't think that her final moment in like bringing someone in her mind palace should have been Mike.
No,
like, why couldn't it have been Hopper? Or even Joyce. Joyce was her legal guardian.
Yeah,
when she moved to California.
Yeah, anyone. It could have been Dustin. It could have been. Who cares? But
like,
I don't want to be a weekend lover.
Her
sacrifice.
Yeah. And like, I feel like weren't able to fully flesh out in the end her relationship with all of the cast. Mm-hmm. So then you're just kind of diminishing it to like just Mike when he has connections with everyone. Right. And I start thinking about like previous seasons. Like, remember when Lucas used to hate 11, and he's like, I don't trust this little girl, like what? And in the end, he ended up becoming fond of her, and they had a good friendship. Like, her and Max, she could have literally talked to Max, right? Like, in that moment, because they had a whole season of them literally being besties, going to the mall together, like, giving her first like taste of girlhood, right? Anything. And that's one thing that I really feel like should have been used more, because that feeling of girlhood is just like it
Yeah.
cannot be
Mm-hmm.
replaced. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like her having that feeling of having her bestie in that previous season and like them going to the mall and hanging out and Max
Mm-hmm.
being like, this is, about with boyfriends and
Uh-huh.
how you deal with like arguments with your boyfriend and things
I
like
break
that.
up
It was
with
just
you.
right. It's like it's just so cute. Like
Mm-hmm.
and so it just you didn't even feel that weight of it. Like even when she
Mm-mm.
saw Max for the first time, being like
Mm-hmm.
Max when she woke up and
Mm-hmm.
escaped Henry's mind prison. Like
Yeah.
that's your girly pop. Like let's put more emphasis on that. Like
She couldn't have truly, I think, hey, if I had the pin, why didn't she bring the whole party in? Like, I feel like it could have been it could have been Mike, Will, Lucas, and I keep want to call her Sadie Sink.
Max.
Max. Like she could have, I feel like we could suspend belief if already, and she could have brought all four of them in and did like a group hug. And then her last touching moment could have been with Mike, you know what I'm saying? But like, why? Yeah, like, just why did just he deserve the one-on-one when it clearly didn't help him anyways?
Right. It didn't even say love you.
Hopper was good. Hopper was good. Hopper was like, yeah, well, my second daughter died. Fuck it. I get Joyce pussy now. Like, I'm good. but like, but the kid who was like her first kiss is just so gutted and torn up when again, for the entirety of the last season, their relationship was not addressed.
It was on the rocks
at all. Yeah,
on the rocks
at all.
Like I legit remember that argument of her being like, "You're not even telling me you love me back when you're writing me." Like, what's going on? Like,
What's going on?
oh, it just should have been like a girl.
Is it because you're gay? Is it because you're gay?
Imagine she would have like outwardly X'd that. But yeah, that just was like, right? Like, Mike, and then no shade to the actor, but like shade. I really feel like he has gotten somehow worse the older he's gotten. Yeah. Because him as a kid, he was on point.
Eating that up.
Exactly. But then you have the scene where like you said, he's talking to Hopper and he's just like, this is unfair. I'm
like, why is he so
crying, shedding a single tear?
No.
Right.
Just looks like he's pilled up. Like he's on like some type of whatever was good in the 80s. And he's just like, I'm like, bro.
Like you can't conjure up like one tear from the corner of your eye or nothing.
Nothing.
Like I
go ahead, give us nothing.
No, legit. So I don't really feel like his like performance and delivery even conveyed the like alleged turmoil that his character was supposed to be going through. Right.
I didn't believe it. I simply didn't believe it.
Yeah. And like you said, with Hopper, he seemed, more at peace with it. And I think that might have been the one good thing they did. Because it would have been sad to see Hopper like...
Right. Give that man some closure.
Yeah. Because he was like, he just knew like, ain't nothing I can do. Like, I gotta let her go. I gotta let her make her own choices. Like she told him. Like your daughter didn't have a choice, or decisions to make, but I do. And I feel like I have responsibility to end this. And that brings me to my last note where, I wrote down that it just sucks that 11 didn't get to have a happy ending. And like, yes, the government would always be after her, but man, like she's never had a fair shot at happiness. Her being born with them experimenting on her mother, and then she was used and tested on by Papa, and then fighting Henry, who's supposed to be her brother. It's sick.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a downhill battle from the second she was born.
Like legit. The second she came out the cooter, it's like, all
right, yep. They're like, we hope you're hungry for problems
and turmoil.
Yeah. And grief.
What? Like grief.
That's all you're eating.
Like she's never been given a fair shot. And when you think about like the history of like sad, broken characters, like you really think about it, like 11 has one of the saddest stories. Like, she's up there.
Just life just wailing on her. Just
like her being a sad, confused little girl escaping the lab and being stuck in the woods.
The waffles.
Yeah, and like not even being able to talk, like legit needed speech therapy teens.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Not having a
Mm-hmm.
fair chance at a normal childhood, not knowing what it's like to grow up and go to school and play and have fun and have friends.
You know
Like
why they had to kill her off? They would never be able to explain how she graduated.
right.
They're like, we're pushing it with Max. We're pushing it with Max. We gotta kill her.
Because no social security number and being enrolled in school at 2 schools at that.
2.
Because didn't she go to Hawkins for a bit and then also went to the school in California?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, girl, how are we? Okay.
How are we doing this? Well, what identity fraud are we committing? Whose identity are we stealing?
That just sucks because I think that like I just wish that there would have been an alternative universe where she would have been given a fair shot.
Yeah.
And we could have like had like Steve die or like Jonathan die. And
Jonathan would have been fine. I think everyone would have been okay with that.
Yeah, like we can grieve that death. But 11, it's like I get the way that they set it up to feel like, oh, she needed to do this. But I truly believe like in an alternate reality, she could have figured out a way to like live a happy life and still be able to like evade the government. Like
absolutely.
I just think that we could have worked it out and
we could have figured it out on the remix.
Right. Like work it on the remix. Like so the fact that she wasn't ever at any point in her life ever given a fair shot for happiness is just it just sucks. Like you said, her brother being against her, losing her sister.
It ain't right. It ain't right.
So I think that like that ended up also having me I was sobbing, during that scene too. Because then at that point I started like thinking into it and like just crying even harder because I'm like, now she has to kill herself when she's never been given a fair shot. Like, this is so effed up.
Right. Yeah. That the one thing they did right was the worst possible thing they could do.
Right. So yeah, I just don't know, and I feel like these brothers need to truly like pay for their crimes. And
I will not be watching another Duffer original. Never again.
Because it's like I just can't imagine any of these like animated spinoffs even being close to good of like what we've been given.
Right.
And it's crazy that they're like feeling the heat now. Like I know that they feel the heat knowing that like everybody is like unhappy with this ending.
Yeah. In the future, it's just stop at season 3.
Right.
Just stop at season 3.
Yeah. So like, but then at the same time, like I said, even outside of like all of the turmoil and like gags of like them like literally going through 1,000,001 plot holes while I was watching it, and I was like an ignorant bliss. It was fun and nice.
Yes.
And then I get off and I finish it and I get online. I'm like, oh, right, guys.
Exactly. No, that is literally. I was watching. I was like, and then I opened up TikTok and I was like, oh, I was wrong.
Right.
That was my bad for making an opinion first. Like, you are so right. That's on me.
No, legit. Like, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one because there were some people who were like, I was just so upset when I was watching this. And I'm like, I never thought that. Like,
I would have never.
Time I enjoyed it until I got on TikTok afterwards and realized
absolutely
how wrong. And I'm like,
absolutely.
Oh. So I don't know. I think that that's like one good thing that I like about like when I watch TV. Like I try to just form my own opinion first, and then see what the discourse is. Like now, everybody's talking about heated rivalry. I'm not watching anything about it until I watch it myself. Have you been watching it? Nah.
Have I been watching it?
Oh my god! So is it good? Is it good?
It's that porn. They watching that porn.
Oh my god!
No, it's
but outside
really good.
Is it a good show?
Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect television. It's perfect storytelling. The soundtrack, like everything about it, truly lightning in a bottle. Like they're going to be chasing this high for another decade.
Okay, period.
They being the industry.
Like, you can have a smutty moment and like that'd be cute, but then I'm like, is it a good show though outside?
Yes, and that's what's the beauty of it is that like, of course the sex sells, but then like once you really get into it, it's deep, it's sad, but like it ties up nicely.
Okay, period. Yeah, I'm planning on watching it within like the next few weeks.
Yeah.
But right now I'm just like still so tied up with
Uh-huh.
Bob's Burgers.
Uh-huh. One at a time. One at a time. It'll be there.
Yeah, but yeah, for sure. I think overall, I'm glad that you agree that like,
Yeah.
and when we were watching it, we were like, "This is great."
Yeah.
Season 5, and then afterwards, like, okay, well, there were things that could have been better, but
Right.
my personal viewing experience when I was like an ignorant bliss was like, "Ooh,
It was great. It was so good.
yeah."
Mm-hmm.
Well, rest in peace, 11. We love you, babes. And now I'm just like starting to get anxiety a bit because I'm like, what's next? You know what I mean? Like
Montauk, Stranger Things Montauk.
right. Like, what's going on? I heard that the guy that plays Will might be starting a Stranger Things podcast. I'm like, okay. I don't know, but I
don't care.
Well, legit. But I want to see what acting roles, they do. Like,
None. Someone made a post that was like, "Here's how I think the Stranger Things kids' careers are going to go after the show," and it was not really good for any of them. I was like,
dang. But the guy
and I was like,
Mike, he's been in movies during this.
Has he?
He was in like Ghostbusters.
He was. You're right. You're right. He was also in It. You're right. You're right.
He's fine.
Yeah, I think he's fine. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, whatever.
11. She was in that one movie. She's been in multiple movies.
Oh yeah, she's Enola Holmes. She was like the Sherlock Holmes thing.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. But
Me neither.
One where she was like a princess.
Didn't watch it either.
I liked that one.
Don't
where
care.
They like sacrificed her and she had to like try to make her way out of the cave.
My brother's girlfriend was telling me about that one.
That movie was really good.
Mm-hmm.
That movie was really good. Like she's good. So those two I'm not concerned about, but it's really Caleb that I'm like, hey, because I need to see my brother win.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Get to work
from infinity to infinity. So
yeah, get to work. Get that booked.
Because if I take her home to my granny,
because he was too busy dating Ice Spice for a minute. You remember that?
No.
Yes, he dated. Him and Ice Spice were dating. Bro. At like the beginning of her career.
Him and his single that he made, his music career, had me gagging. So like, is he gonna?
Haven't heard that.
You haven't heard that? If I take her home to my granny,
that's real.
It's legit.
I thought she was just making some shit up.
Home to my granny, yeah.
Not the mindless behavior.
What to say?
Not the mindless behavior of it all.
Babes, you gotta look it up. Look up his song after this.
I'll put it on.
Because it was like a moment. And everybody was like, the song is so awful, but like at the same time we love it.
Right. And
it was like a whole moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like a funny era. I'm like, oh dang, like he wanted to make a song. Like let's be nice.
Let him make his little song.
Let him make his little music. And he can dance. He can dance. And then I was watching videos of like him and Sadie, and they were talking about how they knew each other from theater before this. So they're theater kids. So I'm like, okay, if he can sing, he can dance.
Right.
Like, what's next?
Get to work.
Okay, he was in the New Edition story. He also was in the New Edition movie
Slay
during this like Stranger Things last 10 years. So that counts for something. So maybe we will be on the up and up after this.
For sure.
So
I think what's his Gayton's probably gonna go back to Broadway or something.
Yes. Because that's one of generational talent there. He's so good.
Love that goofy child.
I know. Yeah, I've just been having a lot of fun watching like their press runs and their interviews and stuff. I was watching their like Hot Ones interview, and I'm like, I'm gonna miss these kids.
Yeah, yeah. In this context,
I hope they stay friends.
Oh,
yeah. Oh. All right. Well, those are our thoughts on Stranger Things, guys. I had so much fun yapping with my bestie about this. Yes. So like we said at the beginning, let us know in the comments, what you thought about Stranger Things. Keep it cute though. Like I don't want to
right. Because I will argue with you, but I don't want to.
Like
come cute.
Let's keep it cute. Let's keep it friendly.
Cute. Yeah.
In the chat. W's in the chat, how you felt about the season. And like I said, be sure to on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, Spotify, Apple, rate the 5 stars, leave a review, and do the same things with, Gerald's channel. Subscribe, listen to his pod, listen to Subtextual. Everything will be linked in the description.
Woo.
And here's to 2026. I'm just wishing both of us, good positivity, success. Like, life has been lifing, I think, for both of us, but we are going to continue to prosper and rise up against the odds. Okay. Make 2026 our year. So if y'all are rocking with us, we're rocking with y'all. Support. Okay. Because we want to build a safe community. We want to build a fun community. Yep. You know what I mean? For all of the girlies, gays, and nays to chat and kiki. So if you want to join, subscribe.
It's free.
Exactly. It's free 99, and that's the T. Oh, yes. And be sure to follow us on socials at A Little Bit of Loud Podcast, at Gerald Lee. And yeah. So thank you so much for joining me on this episode. I had so much fun, and I will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Cause I make rich look richer. Save your breath, baby. I'm not going home with y'all.